5-minute mark. Back to this PA, I was saying she's probably not going to opt for that cleave. She's probably going to get a lot of armor reduction.
Exactly,
just
especially looking at the Dragon Knight.
Yeah. So, I mean, even if she doesn't build a Desolator, definitely on her talent tree, she's looking to get that armor reduction. Dex, looking at this draft, who would you favor for this game?
Look, I think G Squad has a really good lineup to deal with early game aggression, which is obviously the whole idea behind the Abusement Park's lineup. I think at this stage, it can go actually either way. I actually like both of the drafts. You can see there's a bit of a different idea behind both of them. I like the Medusa pick for the late game, because CK is very strong late game, but I mean, if he's gonna go up against a CK and a Night Stalker and a Kunkka, I think it could be a problem. So I actually do like this Medusa. So I can't actually make 100% of a prediction. I think it's gonna come down a lot to just individual play here and just really just nice pickups.
Yeah, I think, man, I'm not gonna lie, this Abusement Park seems quite strong. The CK kind of clinches it off at the end there, since you also have a PA and a Kunkka hitting out massive amounts of DPS. So you know, we're talking about Night Stalker picking up that Crimson Guard, but hell, maybe this Ogre or the Pudge is gonna have to pick up a Crimson Guard themselves. And honestly, I think, you know, now that this Night Stalker is going support, he's gonna definitely need an Urn of Shadows and a Vessel. It's gonna be really important to bring down the side of G Squad. And I expect the Vessel coming out from this Night Stalker.
Look, I think it's a good pickup, especially if you're looking at the tanky nature of DK. I mean, it's got that passive regen that's just insane. And I mean, with a Vessel nowadays, just locking down the regeneration of whoever's casted on. So it will help deal with the pickoffs on the DK. So.
Right, so ZeroMaestro just going to show his dominance there. Does he have a stun? Does get it off onto Slacked. I don't think we're going to see a first blood here, quite possibly missing. Their ruins is going to be more important. Top lane, contesting. Oh, the hook there into the Venge Stuns. That's pretty mean.
It seems like it was a good rune trade-off there in the end. Both teams getting 2.
Right, so top lane from G Squad interests me because are they running a carry Venge?
That actually is very interesting. I'm not 100% sure what
Medusa mid, that's fine. I suppose bottom lane, the DK being an off laner, maybe he's going to be better than him trying to carry. Venge can carry. She's got a lot of agility. He's just going to build her up agility and DPS wise. And like you saw earlier, stun into that hook could be a clincher. We'll have to see. Try lane bottom. Poison touch coming out. So now what is this? A support CK? I mean, what the hell?
It almost looks like
what
it
the
at
hell
this
are we
stage.
seeing from this team? Zero, cool. Are you gonna go down? One more hit there coming out from DrDorin, and it does get the kill there. Oh, might get a double ignite. Does come out from Jet. Right, this tri lane has been quite popular of late.
Yeah, I think they obviously just recognize the power of a good farming game from the PA. But trialing with a CK in a semi-support position is very interesting. I actually haven't seen that in a very long time.
I mean, exactly. So the fact that Night Stalker can be the off laner now, and CK has to lose that role, but I almost feel like CK is a bigger hero than a Night Stalker.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense for me. But anyway, you know, these teams have got madness behind their methods, so we'll just have to see what's going on. So we got a small 1k net worth lead to the side of Abusement Park. Nothing really to write home about just yet. Stacks from Venge top, so who's really doing the work here? Pudge or the Venge?
It looks like Pudge is actually taking a lot of the last hits. Well, he did early on, so I'm not exactly sure who they're prioritizing with a farm.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, these late night games really just confusing the hell out of all of us and these teams.
It could be a bit of tiredness coming in.
The only really common denominator he has the mid lane. Thank goodness Medusa and Kunkka know what they're doing. Right, we're gonna see Ignite coming out into Poison Touch. Both these guys just harassing each other. CK does have his stand, pulls him forward, does get it off. Is enough to bring down Slacked. Poison. One more touch. Oh, and the range creep just getting in there. That's what you call teamwork. But granted, Dex, I was going to say this CK can get big, even though if he is a support, this is a pretty nasty support to have.
Exactly. What actually is very interesting to me is if you're looking at the last seats and the Knights at the moment, the two leaders are Kunkka and the PA. And Medusa is actually only sitting on 5 last seats, and that's 3 minutes in. So Medusa are really not having a good time here.
Oh. No, just missing the kill by a fraction of a hair. Oh my goodness, 2% health on this Medusa. As you're saying, that took him a loss. He does have Tidebringer though, so I mean it's quite easy to farm if you're Kunkka getting that splash damage.
Exactly.
And as we said earlier, Medusa is quite a late game hero, so the thing is G Squad are going to have to make this game get to about 35 minutes. DK just falling in the lane. Right, so this tri-lane doing quite a lot of work for Abusement Park.
Look, a Captian's definitely not worth it if you can deny the kills with this stage. They're getting all the kills that they actually want.
I mean, like you said, so
and he's shutting down this DK as well.
Yeah, exactly. DK got a kill. Their PA is quite high on the CS graph, 22 for 8. So I mean, if the tri-lane works for you, then you do have to use it. CK, he's happy to take a backseat this game. Doesn't want to be bigger on this Night Stalker. He's already looking to build a Hand of Midas. That's going to be huge. Oh, Pouch TP in mid. Medusa already out of lane. And then, so from this core Night Stalker, now I guess we don't get to see that Urn of Shadows, and now maybe he does still go for the Heaven Salvet.
Well, at least the nice thing with the Hand of Midas is I think they also recognize at this stage their laning phase is doing pretty well. I mean, Kunkka is the best farmed hero in this match. With PA short on his heels. So I think... Yeah, so I think with the Hand of Midas, I think it puts him in a very good position at this stage, especially if you're ahead.
Yeah.
It just basically secures that late game for you as well, or at least the mid game to late game.
Yeah, both teams managing to steal each other's runes there, so it's a 2-for-2 trade. Oh, does miss his hook onto Chaos Knight. So yeah, I mean the CK, he's ready to play this role, and he won that bounty run quite easily. Plus he's not scared to drop a Chaos Bolt if needed. Top lane, got an easy 5-for-4 trade here. Yeah, he's doing 19 for 3, so you know, the side of Abusement Park picking up the last hits right now. Oh, does get the hook off bottom and manages to catch TrXsteR, but of course PA can jump away.
I would love to see at least one level in Fire Blast from this ogre at this stage. I think that's why they've been struggling as well to just save the life of this DK, because of the fact that they don't have any reliable...
Einstein coming out onto Zero Cool, does get a stun backwards, he's trying to limp away, hook comes out, saving him, isn't enough, he goes down to the Poison Touch, and they're looking to chase on Alecto. They're going to be chasing him down, this DrDorin doing a lot of work. Oh, nice dagger coming out there from TrXsteR, and are they going to tower dive? Jack, they will not. Meanwhile, mid, talk about diving. Einstein trying to dive, but we're gonna have a TP coming out from the Venge here. Leaving Butterfly to solo farm. Mid action, not too much. DK now in a spot of trouble. He might resort to the jungle.
What I would love to see come out from the DK is, I mean, his farm is not too well at the moment. I think something like a soul ring could actually just help him sustain a bit of farm in the jungle.
That's, you know, that's quite instrumental on a DK because he has so much natural health being built up. He can afford a soul rune.
Exactly, and I mean his regen is also quite substantial.
Up, going on to Venge, pounding away, and they should get a kill. Yeah, it's going to fall to TrXsteR. Get in the pull coming in from Chaos Knight. Not going to dive. TrXsteR maybe will. Going on Jacked. Jumped. Crit coming out. This is going to be a slow kill, but it's going to be a definite one. And DrDorin gets a killing spree on the Dazzle.
To be honest, at this stage, this tri-lane just can't be contested. Personally, I would just regroup and, I mean, just focus on the farm game more. I'm not seeing any stacking at the very moment, which I think could be crucial for this DK to try and get back into this game. Unfortunately, DK and the Medusa are quite late game heroes, and both of the farmers not doing quite well at the moment.
Yeah, Medusa's exceptionally late game hero, so I mean for G Squad to kind of pull this back, their supports would have to stack a lot of the camps, get a lot of farm because she can split push really easily.
Exactly.
And definitely not lose any more team fights. Abusement Park are currently 8-0 up in 8 minutes, so almost a minute there. 7k net with lead as well. And now Butterfly's managed to get some decent solo farm in this lane with the Pudge and the Venge being out. He's 7, they only 5 and 4. Misthook coming out. And he's got his Hand of Midas as well, Dex. That's going to be big. He's got 40 attack speed on that. Oh, rotations coming out.
This is crazy.
And pull does come in, lands on the Venge, gets a stun off into the Poison Touch. Stun equals stun coming out there. Oh boy, and Pudge does fall. Captain, my captain, you might just be in a spot of trouble as well here. And who's going to be the lucky one to finish it? Butterfly getting
and that's a double kill there for the Night Stalker. Things are just going sideways so quickly for G Squad at this very moment.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, we were wondering, is the CK going to be an offlane? And apparently he doesn't need to offlane at all. He's doing quite a dandy job supporting.
Exactly.
As well. If you were G Squad in the draft and you know, was this Medusa really worth it knowing you'd have to go so late game? Is there something else we could have picked up mid here?
Yeah, look, I think they expected the laning to go a bit better. I don't think they expected that tri-lane as much.
This is true. This is true.
So I think they just expected it to go a bit better, to be almost on equal footing at some other stage, but at this stage it doesn't look like it's going too well. Well, it clearly is not going too well. I mean, if you're looking at the levels as well, Night Stalker sitting on 8, Kunkka sitting on 9, PA sitting on 7, and most of the G Squad team don't even have the access to their ultimates yet.
And like you said, you know, just this tri-lane, they weren't expecting the tri-lane to come out from Abusement Park, and it has done devastating work. Does miss his hook, gets a creep fillet. And Dex, this tri-lane's done a hell of a lot of work. I mean, even Dazzle's on a killing spree.
Exactly.
He's 3 for 0. Butterfly's 3 for 0. No one's dying, and obviously we win Dota games if we don't die and push towers.
Exactly, especially if you're looking at this format. I was quite surprised to hear that. I mean, the kill difference is actually where the points are coming from.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if it's if we have ties and stuff, you know, it's good to have a difference. So if teams get in the group, you know, 1 apiece, then we look to the next thing to see how we're gonna obviously leapfrog the next team. So Deuce in the jungle farming, we know she has to. She's only got 1 Wraith Band and not a completed set of boots yet. Little slow start for Lord. Hope he does manage to pick it up. His supports need to stack camps. And we just...
Yeah, but we're not seeing that at the moment, which is quite concerning for me. I mean, we might just see a 20-minute game if things keep going as they're going at the moment.
Venge getting stuck in top, does manage to get the Fade Bolt off. Butterfly leaving him doing nothing. He's going to snag through the jungle. Void does come out. And DrDorin getting a kill on Medusa as well, which isn't helping their cause. Plus Venge is falling top. Right, so DrDorin really just getting a lot of work off with this Dazzle. And Dagger cannot jump on to the DK. They're looking to take him down. Pudge is going to TP and hopefully it's enough. Zero Cool going to fall and getting caught in the ultimate. It's not going to be enough at all. But here comes DrDorin. Is he going to get more kills? Ogre TPing in. Torrent making it. Yes, is going to get the double kill for TrXsteR. And huge plays here. Ogre, you TP'd into the spotted trouble friend. They're all coming in one by one now. Do so. Cancel that TP. No, you're not going to. Is there more? Snake coming out. Doesn't manage to finish anyone off. Let's retreat if you're Abusement Park. Captain coming in as well. Does have the swap.
Ooh, I think it was quite a bit of miscommunication there from G Squad. I mean, TPing in one at a time.
Yeah, throwing bodies at the cause and it wasn't doing anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, so unfortunately you can't die one by one, and the captain of G Squad maybe would need to call that just, hey, because we can't TP in one by one like this, it's a bit slow. And yeah, they paid for it and the 2 lost there. So you know, we're looking at Nightstalk and wondering what items he's building. He's going for the Vladimirs. Unfortunately, it doesn't use headdress anymore, so he's not going to get the HP regen. But still a very, very nice item to build.
I mean, if you've got this much aggression, I mean, the +5 armor for the whole team is just always at +4 now. +4 armor is just so strong.
Yeah, so he's given mana regen to his team. He's given them bonus attack speed. He's given them armor.
And bonus damage as well.
He has a massive camp, but unfortunately it's not on the side of Deucer, so Kunka's gonna farm it up and have a real jolly time doing so.
We actually see the supports of
swap, possible swap coming out. Kunka solo doesn't get swapped. Captain, that was your chance.
Yeah, I don't think they expected.
Oh, hook coming out.
What a hook.
DrDorin, and is going to shadow grab himself. Ulti cutting through it. Just cutting him down. Might get the kill. Yes, does go to the Pudge, unfortunately.
And
but
finally we see the first kill from G Squad.
Yes, we do indeed as well, Dex. And a tower falling for them. So great plays there. And hopefully that swings the net with Groff just a bit. Not really.
I don't think it would actually make too much of a difference.
Nope, looking pretty flat like the free state right now.
Yeah, if they won a team fight, that would be a different story. But I think a kill on the Dazzle, I just don't think that's nearly enough to just try and get rid of this deficit that they're facing at the moment.
It did also give a tier 1 tower for the side of G Squad, so they do have that mid in 1 in terms of towers. So Dude, like we said, is a big late game hero. He might come back in a big way here. And I mean, what are we going to see? A Rapier coming out on a Medusa? That's going to be too much. Oh, jumping in, catching the Venge. Stun coming out, does block the Pierre Dagger. Oh, crit, blast him down. Chaos Knight jumping in. Illusion's getting popped. Fighting, looking to get the Ogre. Stone Gaze coming out, catching the team. Only getting Illusions, unfortunately. Shallow Grave coming out onto CK. No one's going to die here. Big fight coming out there. Double kill for TrXsteR. Manages to pick up the Page. Damn, another pick coming out to the Ogre. Mega kill for Butterfly. Triple kill, godlike for TrXsteR as he takes down the Medusa. What a huge team fight, and 4 gonna fall on the side of G Squad.
4 for 0. Just kind of securing this horrible situation even further.
Oh, jumping onto the Venge as well, and Torrent next. This 8 monster spot not really needed there. Whew, huge.
Honestly, I have to say they have to just communicate a bit better.
Oh, Page getting the hook nice into TrXsteR, but of course she's got a Phantom Strike.
Just TPing in 1 at a time is just...
Yeah, that's not working, and of course Page falls.
It's just not working.
Nope. Unfortunately, Page did pay for that as he TP'd in by himself there. I tried to hook a PA. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. And tier 2 tower possibly falling here. In fact, it will.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So right now, if you are Abusement Park, you can kind of just wrap around here. You can get the farm. They're probably looking to pick up the tier 1 tower. Ghost Ship coming out does land onto DK. Not going to do too much. Just saying, hey, I'm still here, poking.
I mean, the fact that he just stood frontline, even though he knows he's a Pudge, I think just actually shows that the team actually feels super comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, that's the thing. Pudge hasn't picked up a flesh sheep just yet. He's only got 1100 health as well, so he's not really the big frontliner we want. Might catch out Dazzle. Comes Medusa, misses his hook. Oh, does get the ult if Medusa coming in, plus an Ogre. The whole team's coming to rotate. Are they going to catch DrDorin? They may just give the kill to Medusa. Oh, yes, beautiful stun coming out there from Jacked, and he will fall to G-Lord. That's exactly what we want.
Well, at least we saw another kill there from the squad at the moment. Once again, picking up the Dazzle.
Oh, massive stun coming out there. Huge ghost ship coming in. Does catch the DK. He's gonna fall. Does fall indeed. Stun coming out with Stone Gaze. Getting them. Pudge might fall. Gets a double kill for Einstein. But everyone's caught in the Stone Gaze. They don't give a damn. Ogre's gonna fall. Godlike double kill for TrXsteR. Oh, Medusa falling as well after that Stone Gaze. Just two big heroes on the side of Abusement Park. We spoke about the DPS. They've got a Kunkka, a PA, and a CK, even though the CK wasn't really, you know, a core in this game. But he's picked up the urn, which is what we spoke about.
Exactly.
And things are looking a little one-sided now. There's a 24.
I see.
Pudge ultimate dropped onto TrXsteR. Torrent coming out, dispelling it. Getting the CK, getting his stun off, landing on all of them. Are they going to fight splash damage from the Kunkka? A dagger getting thrown. They're going to have to run now. What is their chance of high ground defense? Hook does miss. Dex, you know, we're looking at 25k network lead in 18 minutes. Can we just say that it's one-sided? Are we allowed to confirm that?
Oh, no.
Huge. Alright, so Medusa does fall.
Look,
there
even though I'm rooting for G Squad, I must say this is basically one-sided. I just can't see them coming back from this.
No, unfortunately.
You're looking at a 26 kill
net worth lead
deficit.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pudge, yeah, just trying to get this hook there. And another tier 3 tower is going to fall. And DK is getting transformed. He's got an omelet queued up. Not really going to have time to build it out right now. Hook does form and falls onto Einstein. Stone Gaze coming out. Does manage to drop the Shallow Grave onto Kunkka. Meanwhile, Venge fighting in the background, jumping in. Godlike coming out from double kill, monster kill. Godlike for Butterfly himself as he takes a 5-man wipe there. As he finishes off 2, DK and the Ogre. Buybacks coming out, missed hook there from Pudge. Huge team fight here, unfortunately. And does get him not in the fountain. Do they kill him? And that's gonna be a GG. At this point. I mean, they're not calling it, but
oh no, they might as well just call this game. It's basically over.
Yeah, it is a one-sided affair. Kunkka only getting to level 50 now. He's opting for the 12 health regen, so it's not even going to be a high leveling game as well. The best, yeah, level 15, level 15, level 14, so pretty low level game. Nice, double ignite coming out from Ogre, just harassing them. Abusement Park could disappear right now. Double stun coming out onto CK. He doesn't really give a damn. He's pretty tanky. PA jumps in, hits that Ogre. Boy, spot of trouble there. Dagger might do it. CK jumping in, getting off his reach. And everyone on Godlike kill sprees. Just stand there following up, and he gets a double kill as he picks off Venge. And sad trombone coming out here from Captain, my captain. Boy, Pudge committing ulti there, does get disrupted. Might be killed in the fountain again, and he does. And I think everyone on the side of Abusement Park is going to be for 0. Not exactly close enough. Actually, they are pretty much 0, 1, 2. So no one dying that much.
Unfortunately, this was a pretty one-sided affair this whole game. I was expecting really to see a big clash closer towards the end of the game.
Yeah, and pulled into Fountain, gets a shelly grab off on him. Fountain's pounding away as much as he can. He's still gonna get away, and the Stone Gaze not doing anything on anyone. Doesn't manage to catch anyone. And TrXsteR managing to get around the skin of his teeth. Does live. Boy, oh boy, fighting still. Yeah, Nightstalker jumping in, popping the void, getting off that ogre. This Nightstalker has been doing some work this game. Pounding away, kills Medusa, gets hooked into base. It's not going to do anything. That's not right being called by DrDorin. No, it's not. Triple kill coming up from PA. Oh boy, huge game here from the side of Abusement Park. Ultra kill onto the PA. No time for a rampage.
Unfortunately, the state of this match was just at that point that it wasn't much to say. Once they started rolling, it just